Alright, welcome everybody to the stream. At the beginning of the stream, I'd like to go ahead and give a little bit of an introduction. This is a Catholic gaming stream. Let me say, prepare discussions about theology, saints, or various Catholic readings, and discussions about going on in the church. There'll also be discussions about the games played to fit theologically-wise or with church teachings we play them. This is a stream for everyone, but I have respect for everyone here. If you have a question about the church, please feel free to ask. I'm not a layperson ever, so I made you find the answer by asking our priest. During research or Catholic Answers Live, as such, it may take time. If you have a prayer request, please feel free to post. If you're looking for other streaming channels run by Catholics, then you are in luck. There's Interceptors, My Dog Productions, The Punctuating, Fortitude, Bearded Blevins, Matt's Round 7, Mr. Bushido, Ugly and Papa, Father Samuel Beardsley, Catholic Answers Live, This Catholic, Yogurt Archangel, The Joyful Mind, Pete Downey, Savage 99, Blue Soda, True Greek Catholic, KAMaximilianK, Yugen, and Catholic Brett. Thank you very much. God bless. Remember that God loves each and every one of you. Go and sin no more. Now, before we do jump into everything, let's have the daily readings for today for November 18th, 2022. The Friday of the 33rd week in Ordinary Time. The first reading for today is from Revelations chapter 10, verse 8 through 11. I, John, heard a voice from heaven speak to me. Then the voice spoke to me and said, Go, take the scroll that lies open in the hand of the angel who is standing on the sea and on the land. So I went up to the angel and told him to give me the small scroll. He said to me, Take and swallow it. It will turn your stomach sour. In your mouth it will taste as sweet as honey. I took the small scroll from the angel's hand and swallowed it. In my mouth it was like sweet honey, but when I had eaten it, my stomach turned sour. Then someone said to me, You must prophesy again about many peoples, nations, tongues, and kings. The psalm for today is Psalm 119. How sweet to my taste is your promise. In the way of your decrees I rejoice, as much as in all riches. How sweet to my taste is your promise. Yes, your decrees are my delight. They are my counselors. How sweet to my taste is your promise. The law of your mouth is to me more precious than thousands of gold and silver pieces. How sweet to my taste is your promise. How sweet to my palate are your promises. Sweeter than honey to my mouth. How sweet to my taste is your promise. Your decrees are my inheritance forever. The joy of my heart they are. How sweet to my taste is your promise. I gasp with open mouth, in my yearning for your commands. How sweet to my taste is your promise. Alleluia, alleluia. My sheep hear my voices, Lord. I know them and they follow me. Alleluia, alleluia. The gospel for today is from Luke chapter 19, verse 45 through 48. Jesus entered the temple area and proceeded to drive out those who were selling things, saying to them, It is written, My house shall be a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves. And every day he was teaching in the temple area. The chief priests, the scribes, and the leaders of the people, meanwhile, were seeking to put him to death. But they could find no way to accomplish their purpose, because all the people are hanging on his words. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and get started-ish. As soon as I find my mouse. There it is. We need to switch over to this. We're doing Pokemon Opens first. I know a new Pokemon game obviously just came out, but just the way I do things. We do this first, so. Kind of been the way that I just do things, so. So yeah, we're going to start small with the Trainer's Toolkit. Then we got an Arceus V-Star box here. We got some Silver Tempest and Lost Origin pack. So, as I said, starting small. They had these on sale for 20 bucks, and there's a couple cards in here that I was interested in, and they do come with 4 booster packs, so it's not like nothing is, you know, new in here. It's just probably not quite as exciting as some other possibilities, like once we get to the Arceus V-Star, but we'll see. I mean, you never know. Listen, there's a possibility that there's some packs in here that could sell for, or not sell, pardon me, could have some decent hits in here. We don't know until we actually open it, so. Oh, there's Fairy Energy on there, which is interesting, because Fairy Energy's been phased out. I wonder if next year's will have Fairy Energy, too. One way to tell, really. Oh, wow. Interesting. Oh, okay. The 4 packs are, there's an Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars, and Evolving Skies, so. And then one of those. Trainer's Tool Guide, Deck Builder Guide. Not a bad thing to have, not like amazing either, but it's there. Oh. Oh, the dice would be nice, actually. Those aren't bad dice. I knew it. I knew that there was one of those in there. It's like, I can feel something rumbling around in there. Yeah, but these weren't so... I've heard the quality on these are really bad, so that's the downside, unfortunately. It's a good thing that was just that card and not like one of these. That would have been quite unfortunate if it had been one of these. I mean, it would have still been playable because I use sleeves, but at the same time, it's like, that's not what I like to see, because it's like... I can show the other side real quick. I don't know if you guys caught it, but it's like, this is bent to heck. It's like, thankfully, since I just need the coat off of it, that's fine, but it's like, that's rather unpleasant. I guess is a good way to put it. Okay. Before we get into these, though, let's go ahead and see all the cards that come with it. Because I know that there's some cross switches. There's some Professor's Research. I mainly needed more Boss's Orders and cross switches. So you can never really have enough of either of those, so... well, depending on how many decks you have, really. That's the key here. And since I'm working on a second deck... Admittedly, the Finian V seems like it has possibilities, but I don't know if it has the best of possibilities. So I'm trying to figure out more for that. And I can even get this open, that is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. It has 2 Luminian Vs, which is interesting. I mainly wanted for its ability. I'm not sure I'd be really interested in its other aspect, its attack, honestly. Air balloons, beer candy, which we already have, and that's been updated from D to F because of Pokemon Go. Well, let me see if Steam's downloading anything at the moment. I see those frames being dropped. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. There's one other thing I can see if there's drop frames. Let's see. It is. Give me 1 second. I figured it out. No, I guess not. Interesting. I thought it was. Oh, there it is. I guess it'll be done here in a second. Rescue Carrier, which isn't bad, but let's see. Power Tablet. Wouldn't be bad for Fusion Strike, obviously. Wouldn't be bad for Fusion Strike. Cross Switcher's good. That's not too bad, actually. Especially if it wasn't a supporter, it'd be better, though. Choice Belt does 30 more damage to its active V Pokemon. Ooh, that's not necessarily bad, actually. I'll have to consider that. I have an idea for a deck that I haven't quite gotten the hang of yet, but that's definitely something that has possibilities. Switch isn't bad either, actually. Pardon me. Not awful, but not great. Quickball isn't bad either, actually. I know I've seen them before, but still, like, going over and going, okay. I can definitely see why people have these in their decks. That makes sense. More Magma Basins. See, I'm looking for a Magma Basin that's for water types instead. Only one of those, interesting. Oh, I see, okay. It's not bad either, actually. Interesting. Very interesting. Definitely can see some use out of a lot of that, honestly. But let's go ahead and let's start with Evolving Skies for this one. We'll move it on to... We'll grab one more. Actually, hold on. We'll save all the Silver Tempest for later, but I will add the 2 Lost Origin packs that didn't come with the Arceus box into the mix. Let me see if I can edit one thing real quickly, because I haven't been able to yet, but maybe it will now. No. Okay. Unfortunate. Try one other thing. Hold on. Nope. Okay. Yeah, for some reason, webcam's being a little off today. I was going to go ahead and try to zoom in a little bit more, but it's just not letting me. Unfortunately. Alright, so we got a Drowsy, Scraggy, Bagon, Woobat, Timepole, Pinsir, Grandpa. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Rubber Gloves, Copycat, as well, yes. Let's do a Lost Origin next. See no reason why not to. Xenoblade Chronicles really did have a great soundtrack. I haven't played 3 yet. I still need to beat 1. I'm close on 1. But closer than I have been previously, I guess is the better way to put it. I'll get there hopefully soon after I beat Pokemon. Poliwag, Gligar, Goomy, Mawile, Slugma, Hariyama, Banette, Hisuian Sliggoo, Electric, Toolbox. You're a toolbox. Let's do Brilliant Stars. In Brilliant Stars, we have Magmar, Staryu, Burmy, Sawk, Cherubi, Mewtwo. Nice. Iskew, Energy, Pachirisu, Kindler. Actually, I was kind of thinking about putting some more Kindlers in, honestly. But I haven't made up my mind entirely yet. And Cloud Stadium. But now we have plenty of Cloud Stadiums. Well, maybe not plenty, but 3 is more than 1? I mean, that's kind of an obvious sentence, but here we are. Scyther, Stanler, Yanma, Hoot, Kricketot, Sudowoodo, Regice, Jubilee Village, Noctowl, and Zisu. Alright, let's do another Lost Origin. We'll do the last Astral Radiance, then we'll move on to the Arceus box, and then Silver Tempest after that. So. Alright, so we got Litleo, Ghastly, Ducklet, Hitsun Zorua, Binacle, Poliwag, Bufflint, Misfortune Sisters, Oregon 2, and Lake Acuity. But nothing crazy so far. I mean, we haven't even gotten a Pokemon V yet, so. But once again, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. Sometimes you have good luck, sometimes you have bad luck, and then just sometimes you've had good luck for too long, and they decide, nah, that's too much. Psyduck, Petilil, Stanler, Bergmite, Hippopotamus, Grant. Ah, his Suin Samurai V-Star. Well, there's something. Okay, so that makes sense why you'd have Mooncleave V-Star. Hey, Star, how are you? Let's see how much that is. I'm not interested in making a deck out of it, but I do like the fact that we got Samurai V-Star. Probably like $3. Because I just saw that there was some full art secrets. $3 was basically right on. $4 really, but still. How you doing, Star? Do what? Yanmega and Silene. But the fact of the matter is I got a card that I didn't have, so that part is nice, admittedly. I saw that! How's that going? Alright, we'll do the Arceus V-Star, then we'll do Silver Tempest. Got some more Billion Stars, Lost Origin, and Astral Radiance in here, which is fine by me, because I do want some more Astral... There's a card that I really want from Astral Radiance that I haven't gotten yet. Not that, obviously, it's a guarantee, but if I was to get the Misty Starmie V, I'd be quite pleased with that. So this is what it looks like once you get it out of the box, which is pretty neat. Would have liked if these hadn't been loose, but here we are, I guess. I don't actually know if you can use the metal cards in a... I'd assume not, because you could tell that they were heavier. So I'd assume that you couldn't use them, because technically they don't like it when you, What don't they like it when you do? When you can tell what it is, so it's like, I would assume they wouldn't want you using that either. If I had to take a guess here. Which, you know, makes enough sense, I would say. It's not, like, amazing that that's the case, but it's like, okay. I can understand the reasoning behind that. Once again, though, that might be possible that they would let you use it, but not entirely sure. But I'd still like to get them sleeved at the very least. I don't actually know if for metal cards, if sleeving could technically be a bad thing. I don't think so, but it's like... I don't know. There's obviously a difference in them, so it's like... You know? That's fair. I mean, hey, at least you're trying. As long as the other person understands that that's all that matters. I believe it. I believe it. Still, as I said, if you can use them, that's not too bad. It's just, as I said, I would suspect they don't, mainly because of the fact that it's like, if they let you, then you could obviously tell what you're trying to draw because they're more heavy. So, more heavy, which technically is accurate, but at the same time, it's like, good job, brain. Anyways, moving on. Got this, which I'm not actually interested in. I will use the Charizard one, which is why I got the Charizard one out, but this one may as well just go back into the box. That's disappointing. I didn't see any, code. And this is supposed to come with a code for the box. Not that I'm too upset by that, but it's still like, well, I paid for it, so that's a little unfortunate to say the least. Not in this box, no. It's not in this box. Figured it'd be a good idea to double check, but it's not. I'll double check the stack of Pokemon cards here real quick and make sure it's not there as well. My guess is that it's not. Again. Is it something that was absolutely required? No, but it does still happen to be a little unfortunate. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's all 15 packs in here, just didn't get the code. Alright. Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all, unfortunately. It's like, yeah, people typically do that, especially because they don't understand the faith, which is unfortunate. Just shows their ignoramuses. Clarify, that wasn't meant to be calling them a joke. I was trying to make a joke off of, how some people... I don't know. It was meant to be a joke. It wasn't meant to be calling them an ignoramus. Kind of like how people say, will say your ignoramus is showing. And that's not... They're just making a joke out of it. I did not convey that the best, though, and I'll be honest. Okay, so we got Galarian Meowth. That doesn't surprise me at all. Chime Joe. Oh, another one of the... Hey, that works. It's like, you talk a lot of smack and you don't get... And you get the smack. Blitzel. Slugma. Beldum. Oh, Yanma. Pikachu. Actually, I think that Pikachu is typically one that people do like. I don't think it's as much as the other Pikachu VMAX. But I'm curious now. Yeah, 390. I mean, you know, I didn't have it, so I'll take it. Yeah, it's not the rainbow rare, which would have been really nice. That one's worth 150. This one's worth about $6, which is acceptable. People like Chonkachu because people want Pikachu to be fat again. Pinchurin, telescopic sight. Unlike people, Pokemon can be fat because Pokemon aren't real. People can be fat too, but it's not exactly a good idea. It's not healthy for your body. I say this as somebody that used to be fat. Still am a little bit. I'm working on that still. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, so we've got Minchino, Carablast, Boizel, Hawlucha, Throw. Oh, or Inkaroo. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. Not like it's my favorite Pokemon or anything, but it's not an awful Pokemon. And then we got a Garchomp. That's not bad at all, actually, either. Stadium, Luxio, Pot Helmet. Okay. Then we got another Brilliant Stars. Cherubi, Sock, Corphish, Golett, Chimecho, Beartic, Staraptor, Grottle, Grottle, Claim, Goodbye, Brodel, something. It is almost the year. How you doing, True Grit? Let's say just 1 month short, so that'll be Christmas time, which is a good time. I must ask you a question. Nose Pass, Snowrent, Clink, Dedenne, Probopass. Hey, boss's orders. Okay. I got plenty of those now, which is fine. I mean, I can do with more boss's orders. So, Hunting Gloves, Beartic, Floatzel. No, never resisting buying Pokemon cards. Come on. I mean, yeah. I was going to say, it's like, if... Obviously, card games aren't for everyone. I like doing card games. Especially on motorcycles. As is, I'm kind of surprised we got Joyful into it, not gonna lie. Shinx, Bidoof, Electabuzz, Hawlucha, Boizel, Rapid Strike style Mustard. Interesting. Huh. Guess from when he was a young man. When I was a young man. It's about $2.50. That's not too bad. Pretty cool looking card, I have to be honest. My main guess as to why it's not worth more is it's But he obviously did care if he responded back. That sounds about right, though. Unfortunately. It is a pretty cool looking card, but my guess is most people don't really care for Mustard because he's not a girl. And the card usage is very specific. I hate to say it, it's because he's not a girl, but unfortunately the people are a little creepy sometimes, I guess is the best way to put that. Not all the time, but some of the time. Let's say if he didn't care, he wouldn't have responded back. The lie detector determined that was a lie. So Ducklet, Hisuian Zorua, Binacle, Gumi, Bronzor. Ah, Glacier. I don't think we had Glacier yet. Dustox, which we've seen a fair amount of, which is fine. Electric, Boogie Woogie Woogie, Hisuian Sliggoo, and Box of Disaster. I will have to sort Pokemon cards during tomorrow's Final Fantasy X stream, because since I want to get to Pokemon Still tonight, I have to get to Pokemon Still tonight, is what I'm trying to say. Inkay. Hisuian Basculin. Phantup. Hump. Makuhita. Electric. Gligar. Another Delphox V. Arazu. Torkoal. Mirashki. Honestly, I do like the fact that they gave a couple of cards that showed Mustard's old, or when he was younger. I think that is pretty neat. Got Flinks. Bronzor. Bronzor. Sudowoodo. Phantup. Hisuian Sliggoo. Porygon Z. Lumineon. Hey Britt, how are you? Lake Acuity and Mienshao. I think this is Lost Origin pack, then it's on to Astral Radiance, Evolving Skies, and then some Silver Tempest. Whew. I believe it. I was going to say, Sean's played a lot, and I know that Badger has been slowly surpassing him. Meditite, Gumi, Roselia, Apom, Rhyhorn, Snover, Mr. Mime. I'm doing pretty alright. A little tired, but nothing too bad. It's been a pretty alright week for me as well so far, and then tomorrow's the last day of my work week, and then I can go ahead and relax Sunday. I gotta go to work on Monday, though, since next week is Thanksgiving. I am working Monday to make up for not working Thanksgiving, so I can still get my full 40 hours in. Because I cannot go ahead and... Yeah, basically I need the hours is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we got Heracross. Teddy Ursa, Mantine, Scyther, Hisuian Basculin, Drifloon, Galarian, Mr. Rhyme V. That's not awful, admittedly. I can see some use for that. Is Heracross Catholic? I don't know. I'd have to say no. Drifloon. Ooh, another Trick and Choose. Good. Golduck. How are you doing, by the way, Aston? I'd have to say no, just because he doesn't have a sentient soul. A cognitive soul, I should say. Glad that I've had an alright week, too. It honestly has been pretty good. I'm tired. I didn't get to stream as much as I wanted to last week. But no, I'd have to say no, because he's a bug, Austin. he doesn't have the concept of that. We might be able to use him to build a cross. I mean, yeah. So he could be somebody's personal cross if he kept stabbing somebody over and over again each day. I don't know if that'd be my personal cross I'd want, but I could see somebody using him that way. Chatot, Magnemite, Teddy Ursa, Hisuian Sneasel, Mischievous, Magneton, Hisuian Arcanine, Yanmega, Cranidos, Canceling Cologne. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say Heracross is like scary powerful if I remember correctly. And then I was gonna say, if you really wanted to make it a really big cross, you could use Mega Heracross, and it's like that would probably hurt way more. Magnemite, exactly, Star, yeah. Magnemite, Teddy Ursa, Hisuian Sneasel, Mischievous, Barboach, Petilil, Mesprit, and Mesprit. Definitely off center there. That's okay. I already had one. Komodo. I mean, maybe it's not okay. Noctowl, unidentified fossil, but it's something I'm going to live with. Alright, last pack of Astral Radiance. Then we got 2 Evolving Skies, and then we'll move on to Silver Tempest. We really haven't had any big hits tonight. We've had a couple $5 cards, which is fine. And obviously, listen, I know you're not going to get something every time. I guess I'm kind of just going off a little bit of the highs that Sean and even Joyful have been getting. So it's like, I'd like a little bit of something, but that's okay. Yeah, I was going to say, from what I understand, Dracovish is stupid busted, but not as busted as the Swordmon, whose name I can't remember at the moment. Magnemite, Ralts, Mischievous, Hisuian Sneasel, Barboach. Hey, Flapple. I like Flapple. Didn't have him yet, so that's good. Interesting, interesting. Hisuian Arcanine, Bronzong, Duat, and Yanmega. I thought that Swordmon had a 382 base power move, if I remember correctly, because of how stupidly powerful he was with his sword. So I thought he had like 180 base power without any moves with the sword. Maybe it was pretty high. I can't remember exactly how high. But yeah, I was gonna say there's been some very stupid strong Pokemon in Sword and Shield, so I'm curious how it's gonna be like in Scarlet and Violet, which we'll be getting here in probably about the next half hour. Chinchou. Oh, I want to know what that is now. Dino. Dino. Pumpkaboo. Caravana. Gossifleur. Dialga. Garbodor! I see people complain about this guy so much. It's like, I kind of like Garbodor, honestly. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, like supposedly people get a lot of Garbodor VMAXs, but it's like I came in a little late, so I don't have very many Evolving Skies yet. So it's like that's actually my first Garbodor VMAX. So it's like he's not an awful Pokemon, but I was gonna say Evolving Skies I think doesn't expire next year, but the year after. So it's got that going for it. It's just I'm mainly collecting the newer sets because it's like if I want to go back to the older sets, especially Evolving Skies, it gets expensive. So it's like, no, I'll just keep collecting here, thanks. Seedot, Woobat, Eevee, Timepole, Cutiefly, Fletchling, Smeargle, Stormy Mountain. Okay. Shelgon and Icy. Alright, so we still got the 6. I do. There's a lot of busted Mega Pokemon, but some of them needed to get a little bit of power boost. Like, I will admit that Kangaskhan had a little bit, too much of a boost. Don't get me wrong. But, Kangaskhan needed a bit of a boost. I would have loved to have seen a Mega Tauros, a Mega Feraligatr, obviously, because it's like, yeah, I love Feraligatr. We got Mega Ampharos. I kind of wish Mega Ampharos had been better, though. The fact that it was Dragon-type was cool. I think, honestly, the main thing that held back Mega Ampharos was its ability, Mold Breaker, which Mold Breaker doesn't necessarily happen to be bad. Honestly, it's probably that in its speed. Like, unfortunately, speed does play a lot into competitive Pokemon. Not entirely. But I would say speed is a big factor, and it's like, I think the main thing that Ampharos has going for it, in my opinion, is its a special attack. It has a pretty wide variety of moves, actually. At least now it does. And its HP. It does have pretty good HP. And it's not awful defense, but defense isn't exactly most... I can't think of a defense-oriented electric type, actually, now that I think about it. Is there one? I was gonna say, I bet Austin would be able to tell us. Electrode definitely is. Electrode is speed. That's about all Electrode has going for it. I guess technically Magnezone, now that I think about it. I kind of forgot about Magnezone. I forgot he existed. Which is a shame, because I actually do like the Magnemite line. Yeah, but it's gonna say, compared to everything else that got in Mega stuff, it's like, Mold Breaker isn't exactly amazing. Beldum, Stunfisk, Vulpix, Snorunt, Fletchling, Phanpy. Oh, hey, Ho-Oh. Hi, Ho-Ho. How are you doing? This feels like it would be good in a colorless deck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this would be good in a colorless deck, where you have a bunch of different energies, which is interesting. Huh. Something to consider, that's for sure. But I do like Ho-Oh, just not as much as Lugia, so it's like, maybe we'll see a Lugia tonight. I don't know, I'm just kind of... Gigantamax didn't really do it for me. It basically transformed the moves and made them big. I'm hoping that Crystal Maxing, I don't care if it's called something else, it's Crystal Maxing, doesn't do something similar, where it just gives a boost. Obviously, you can change types as well from Crystal Maxing, but still too new, I think. We're going to have to find out. I don't even think we'll get to Crystal Maxing in-game tonight. Elegium, Fungus, Sandygast, Relicanth, Hawlucha, Morpeko, Zygarde. Hi, Zygarde. Slurpuff, Lance, and Airkin. I thought that Dynamaxing was basically banned, is my understanding. I guess in the Anything Goes format, right? Okay, so we got Fennekin. We got Durant, Emolga, Emolgos, Beldum. Interesting. Stunfisk, Emolga again, Zerora. I don't know if I actually ever saw Zerora. Interesting. Candace. Krokorok. Beheem. Non-stream? Okay, sounds good. I will go ahead and read it now, but I will not read it on stream. I assume you mean don't read it off on stream. Like, I can read it on stream, but don't read it out loud. Don't read it out loud or put it on screen. Is it? I'm gonna say I have Pokemon X and I have Zenurtle. Zenort. Is that Zenort? Pokemans. I know I have the Y one. X is the no wait, is X? X is the deer, right? And Yveltal is the Y one, which is the bird. Alright, so we got Swirlix, Marini, Indeedee, Baltoy, Sunkern, Krogunk. Another hello! Neat! We're taking a Lugia. Serena, Regenerative Energy. And Duosion, okay. Like, I wouldn't have even wanted... I didn't even need, like, a, you know, the $200 Lugia, or even one of the Lugia V-Stars. I just wanted a regular Lugia instead of another Ho-Oh-V. Yeah, I was gonna say, there was a lot of cute squealing fangirls. Hey, Yogurt, how are you doing? Are you one of my squealing fangirls? Ooh, I'm sorry. That was really bad. This is really bad. Feebas. I think that's the Jinx. Noibat. Snowrunt. I can understand that. I'm glad that you're doing better than Sandile. Fennekin. Jinx. Which I do like this Jinx. Gen 2 is pretty nifty glifty. Reniculus. Leafy Camo Pouch. Poncho. Slurpuff. And Lance. No. There will be no VTubing, thank you. As is right in Jeff Austin. Alright, we got Petilil, Litten, Murkrow, Swablu, Rotom, Serena. Hey, Regidrago V-Star. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Interesting also. Regidrago V-Star has some use. No, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. I will read it here in 1 second. Oh, Regidrago V-Star isn't too bad. That's like $9. We did not have any hits tonight, which is fine. That's how it happens, though. I can understand that. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of new Reggies now. And I was gonna say, I'm sorry to hear that, Britt. I won't get into it on stream because you asked me not to, but I will definitely be praying for you. Braxian? Yeah. Just did not have any hits tonight. That's just how it goes, though. How about we go ahead and try not to get hit in Nuzlocke. So yeah, Scarlet and Violet's a little different, so I guess I should explain that while it gets set up. There's no random encounters in Scarlet and Violet, unlike Sword and Shield, so I think what I'm going to do is find all the Pokemon available in an area, and then I'm going to run a poll through Twitch, and whatever gets the most votes is what we'll use. Or if we knock it out, we obviously won't use it because it'll be dead. So